What does it take to change the world? Is it money? No. Is it luck? Absolutely not. Is it intelligence? Maybe a little. But the one thing every world changer has is refusal to accept impossible as an answer. Today's story is not just a biography, it is a reminder that one stubborn, brutally relentless, sleep-deprived dreamer can push humanity forward. This is the journey of a man who was bullied as a child, rejected by investors, laughed at by experts, betrayed by partners, nearly bankrupt twice, and still stood up stronger every single time. This is the story of Elon Musk, a man who believed that even if something had a 0.0001% chance, as long as it could help humanity, it was worth trying. So sit tight, take a breath, and get ready for a journey that will remind you you are capable of much more than you think. Text Chapter 1. The Boy Who Dreamed Outside the Box. Elon Reeve Musk was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. At first glance, he was just another quiet kid with messy hair and big glasses. But inside his mind lived galaxies of ideas. Machines, rockets, codes, stories. While other kids played outside, Elon spent hours reading science fiction, physics, and fantasy. By the age of 9, he had finished reading the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. He was not the strongest kid. In fact, he was bullied so badly that once a group of boys threw him down a staircase and beat him until he was unconscious. But pain does one of two things. It either breaks you or it transforms you. And Elon chose transformation. At 12 years old, he created a video game called Blastar, coded completely by himself, and sold it for $500. For the first time in his life, he realized something important. If I can build things, I can change my future. That belief would guide him for the rest of his life. Chapter 2. A Journey Fueled by Escape. South Africa in the 1980s was filled with conflict, war tensions, and a mandatory military draft. Elon wanted no part of. He dreamed of moving to America, the land of innovation, but he had no money, no support, and no clear path. So he made a decision that would change everything. At 17 years old, with a suitcase and a mind full of dreams, Elon left his home country, alone. No friends, no family with him, just pure courage. He first moved to Canada, doing random jobs, cleaning boilers in a lumber mill, farming, shoveling dirt, whatever paid enough to survive. He slept on floors, rented tiny rooms, ate cheap food, and saved every penny. Why? Because he believed America was his destiny, and destiny favors the brave. In Chapter 3, Education, Curiosity, and the Birth of a Vision. Elon enrolled at Queen's University in Canada, then transferred to the University of Pennsylvania in the US. He studied physics and economics, two subjects that explain how the universe works and how the world works. In college, Elon wasn't partying. He was reading books about energy, rockets, artificial intelligence, and sustainability. He once said, "I didn't want to watch the future happen. I wanted to build it." But Elon realized something important. Great ideas remain dreams until action brings them to life. So he took a risk most people would never take. Chapter 4. Dropping out to build the future. Elon joined Stanford University for a PhD in applied physics. He lasted, wait for it, 2 days, because he believed the internet was about to transform humanity, and he wanted to be part of that revolution. So he dropped out. No plan B, no secure job, just ambition and a $100,000 student loan. He started his first company with his brother Kimball in a tiny, rented office. They slept on the couch, showered at the YMCA, and worked 20 hours a day. That company was Zip2, a digital directory for businesses. Investors laughed at him. "Nobody will look for information online," they said. But Elon kept working, day, night, weekends, no excuses. And in 1999, Compaq bought Zip2 for $307 million. Elon walked away with $22 million at just 28 years old. He was rich for the first time. But he didn't relax. He didn't celebrate. Instead, he asked himself, what can I build next that actually matters to the world? Chapter 5. The PayPal Revolution. With $22 million in the bank, Elon could have retired for life. But dreamers don't rest. He invested $10 million to start XCOM, an online banking system. People again said it was crazy. Who will trust money on the internet? Banks will destroy you. But Elon had a simple rule. If something is important enough, you try, even if the odds are against you. X.com later merged into a small company called PayPal. They worked like maniacs, sleeping under desks, coding for days, and fixing crashes at 3 a.m. Finally, PayPal exploded in popularity. And in 2002, eBay bought it for $1.5 billion. Elon walked away with $180 million. Now he could have bought mansions, yachts, vacations. But instead, he made the decision that separated him from the rest of the world. He bet everything on the future of humanity. Not a little, not half. He invested every dollar he had. Chapter 6, The Birth of SpaceX and the Storm of Failures. Elon believed humans needed to become a multi-planet species. Why? Because one asteroid, one war, or one catastrophe could end us forever. But who would fund a billion-dollar space dream? Nobody. So he decided to do it himself. He founded SpaceX in 2002. He hired brilliant engineers. He studied rocket science, personally, reading textbooks at night and asking questions like a student in a classroom. But the world laughed. A billionaire trying to build rockets? Impossible. And then came the failures. First rocket launch. Failed. The spacecraft didn't make orbit. Second launch. Failed. More money lost. Investors panicked. Third launch. Failed. Elon broke down emotionally. He was weeks away from bankruptcy. SpaceX was dying. Tesla was dying. Everything he had worked for was collapsing. People mocked him. See, toys for rich boys don't fly. He's finished. But Elon Musk does not understand the meaning of giving up. With the last remaining money he had, literally enough for one more chance, he attempted a fourth launch. Fourth launch, success. NASA took notice. The world took notice. SpaceX survived. And more importantly, Elon Musk proved that failure is just a chapter, not the ending. Chapter 7, Building Tesla and the Electric Revolution. While SpaceX fought gravity, Elon faced another battle on Earth, the battle against pollution and the dying environment. He invested in a small electric car startup called Tesla in 2004. But Tesla was far from perfect. Cars caught fire, factories failed, deadlines collapsed, critics destroyed him in the media. He borrowed money to pay rent. He lived off personal loans. He worked 100 hours a week. He slept on the factory floor so workers could see him fighting alongside them. People again said, electric cars will never go mainstream. Tesla is a joke. He will fail again. But Elon believed in something bigger. The future can't be built by doubters. It's built by people who try when everyone else gives up. Tesla survived every crisis, and in 2020, it became the world's most valuable car company. All because one man refused to stop. Chapter 8, Solar City Energy, AI, and the Expanding Vision. Elon didn't stop at cars or rockets. He wanted to transform the entire energy system of the planet. He launched Solar City, building solar energy for millions. He built batteries that could power homes, cities, even countries. He created OpenAI to ensure artificial intelligence benefits humanity. He started the Boring Company to build tunnels that reduce traffic. He worked on Neuralink, a technology to merge human brains with computers, hoping to cure paralysis and neurological diseases. Every project had the same goal: push humanity forward. Not for money, not for fame, but for purpose. Chapter 9, The Global Icon, the Controversies, the Human Icon. Elon Musk is not perfect. He makes mistakes. He speaks impulsively. He takes risks that scare even his own teams. But he is also honest about his flaws. He has said, if you need inspiring words, don't do it. He works harder than anyone, sleeps less than anyone, and carries more pressure than most people can imagine. He became the richest person in the world, but money was never the goal. His real goal? A better planet and a future where humans thrive among the stars. Chapter 10, The Legacy and the Lesson for You today. Rockets from SpaceX travel to the International Space Station. Starship is being built to take humans to Mars. Tesla cars drive on the roads of nearly every country. Solar energy powers homes. AI systems reshape industries. But the real power of Elon Musk's story is not his companies. It is his mindset. A mindset built on taking risks, working harder than excuses, believing in impossible ideas, learning constantly, falling and getting back up, and pushing through fear. Elon once said, "When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor." And that is your message today. You don't need millions. You don't need connections. You don't need perfect conditions. All you need is the courage to begin.